When Donald Trump was in the Oval Office with the kids this week, he jokingly asked one of the kids, "Do you think you could take me in a fight?" And then, of course, he, being his humorous self, admitted, like, that kid probably could beat me up, whatever. That'd be humiliating for me. And he's not wrong. The kid probably could have. But for some reason, YouGov decided to take this comment from Donald Trump asking a kid if he could beat him up. And YouGov was like, you know what? Let's go ask a bunch of voters if they think Donald Trump would win in a fight against them individually. And a plurality of the Republicans that were polled, 39% versus 33%, said, yeah, Donald Trump could kick my ass. The 79-year-old, easily bruisable, demented president of the United States, 39% of Republicans said, oh, yeah, he would absolutely beat me up. I wouldn't stand a chance against this geriatric god of a man. Here's where it gets hilarious. More Democratic women have faith they could beat Trump in a fight than Republican men. 71% of Democratic women said, I would kick the crap out of him, but only 46% of Republican men said, I could beat him up. And honestly, I don't doubt that. If you've seen most of these Republican men out there, the ones who love to troll online or leave comments on Facebook and whatnot, yeah, you guys don't look like you could beat your way out of a wet paper bag. In fact, the only bag you could defeat is a family-sized bag of Cheetos. Democratic women, on the other hand, they're pretty pissed off. They're losing rights left and right. They tried to take away more rights even just this week. So yeah, I think the 71% of Democratic women who say they could beat up Donald Trump, I think that's a little low. I think we're rocking probably 95 to 100%. The few that couldn't would be the ones who, obviously would be advanced age, I guess. But even they, I think, would put up a pretty strong fight against Donald Trump. But I love the fact that Democratic women have more self-confidence than Republican men. Oh, these poor little babies can't even beat up a little Donald Trump. That's so sad for them. Also, YouGov took their hypothetical one step further and also asked who would win in a fight, Trump or an 8-year-old boy. 31% said the 8-year-old would overtake Trump. 45% believe the president could beat up an 8-year-old. You couldn't even get half the country to say that you could beat up an 8-year-old little boy. This is just so sad for Donald Trump, but it's even sadder for not just the Republican voters who are like, no, he would beat me up. It's sadder for the Republican men. Because not even half of Republican men are like, well, I mean, if we, we're in brass tacks here, I could absolutely do it. These are the same guys who by huge majorities are like, I could take on a bear if I needed to. Right? I could fight a bear. I could fight like at least 6 wild boars too. And the bear. And the bear could also have like a crossbow, but I could still totally beat the bear and the pigs, but I couldn't beat that pig in the White House. Oh God, no. These people are just as insane, if not more insane, than Donald Trump himself. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, you can catch Fair and Balanced live every weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. And if you're not already, please do subscribe, and don't forget to like, comment, and share the content.